In this session, we are going to discuss about partnership. Partnership is nothing but two or more than two persons coming together to do a business. And we are supposed to find out the profit of individual partners when the overall profit is given to us. Now, to solve questions based on partnership, we first need to understand the various parameters on which the profit of a partner depends. For example, let us assume there are two persons A and B, and these two persons wants to start a business together. We very well know that to start a business, we should have some investment. Let us assume A has invested 50,000 and B has invested 1 lakh rupees to start the business. So together with 1.5 lakh rupees, A and B start a business. At the end of the year, when the profit is calculated, it comes out to be somewhere around 30,000. So can we divide this 30,000 equally between the two partners A and B? No, because the investment of A was only 50,000, whereas investment of B was rupees 1 lakh. So it is clear that the person who invests more in the business deserves more profit, and the person who invests less should get lesser profit. So from this, we can understand that the profit of a person P depends on the investment made by the person. That is, the profit is proportional to the investment. As the investment of the person increases, the profit increases. And as the investment decreases, the profit also decreases. So that's the first parameter on which the profit depends. That is, the investment made by the partner. The second parameter here is the time of investment. Let us assume A and B together have invested 1 lakh each and they have started a business. That means with the total investment of 2 lakhs, A and B have started a business. After 6 months, due to some reasons, B wants to quit the business. So what does B do here? He will collect his 1 lakh rupees back and come out of the business. But A continues for the remaining 6 months. And at the end of the year, when the profit was calculated, it comes out to be 50,000. Now, can we divide the profit of 50,000 equally between A and B? That is 25,000 for A and 25,000 for B? No. Though the investments made by both A and B were equal, the investment of A was there for 12 months and the investment made by B was there only for 6 months because B left the business after 6 months. So that is the reason the profit share of these two persons should be different. A deserves a higher profit when compared to B because his investment was there for a larger period of time. So very clearly, the second parameter on which the profit of a person depends is the time of investment. So we can say that the profit is also proportional to the time of investment. If a person is invested for more time, his profit should be more. The person who has invested for less time, his profit should be less. So these are the two major parameters on which the profit of a partner depends. That is the investment and the time of investment. And by combining these two, we can say that profit is proportional to investment into time. This is nothing but a joint variation. So profit depends on the product of investment and time. So as the product increases, the profit increases. As the product decreases, the profit decreases. Or we can say that as any of these two increases, the profit increases. And as any of these two decreases, the profit also decreases. And from this proportionality, we can understand that if there are two persons A and B, the ratio of the profit should be taken as profit of A by profit of B should be equal to investment of A into time of A's investment divided by investment of B into time of B's investment. So this is how we are supposed to divide the profit between two partners. So PA is nothing but the profit of person A, PB is nothing but the profit of person B. And IATA are the investments and time of investment of A, and IB and TB is the investment and time of investment of B. This can also be written as PA is to PB equals to IATA, that is investment into time of investment, is to IBTB, investment into time of investment for B. So to find out the individual profits of any of these partners, we must first get the ratio with the help of the investments and the time of investments. And once we get the ratio of their profits, the individual profits can be calculated from the given total profit. Similarly, in some cases, there are three partners. Let us say A, B and C. So the profit division among those three partners again follows the same logic. And we can say that the profit of partner A is to profit of B is to profit of partner C should be taken as IATA is to IBTB is to ICT. That is nothing but the profit is proportional to investment into time of investment for each of the partners. So here again we get the ratio of the profits from the investments and times which are given to us, and once we get the ratio we can find out the individual profits. Similarly, even in case of loss, the loss of the partners depends on investment and time of investment. So we can say that loss of partner A is to loss of partner B will be equal to investment of A into time of A's investment is to investment of B into time of B's investment. Whether it is profit or loss, both are proportional to investment and time of investment. Let us now take an example based on the concept of partnership that we have just discussed. The question here is, Meena started a business investing rupees 12,000. After 5 months, Abhay joined her with a capital of rupees 9,000. At the end of the year, the total profit was 4,416. What is the share of profit of Meena? So as we can see here, the investment made by Meena is rupees 12,000. After 5 months, the second person Abhay joined her with a capital of rupees 9,000. That means investment made by Abhay is 9,000. And at the end of 1 year, at the end of the year, that is after 12 months, when the profit was calculated, it came out to be 4,416. So we need to find out what will be the share of Meena out of the total profit of 4,416 rupees. Now as discussed, we know that profit of Meena by profit of Abhay should be taken as investment made by Meena into time of Meena's investment divided by investment of Abhay into time of Abhay's investment. That is nothing but profit of any partner is proportional to his investment into the time of investment. So by substituting the given values, we know that investment made by Meena is 12,000. So 12,000 into the time of Meena's investment here is nothing but 12 months, because Meena has started the business and at no point it is mentioned about Meena leaving the business. So very clearly Meena was there in the business for the whole period of 1 year. So we can say that she was there for 12 months, divided by the investment of Abhay is 9,000 into the time of Abhay's investment. As you can see here, the question says after 5 months Abhay joined with the capital of 9,000. That means in the total period of 12 months, Abhay was not present for the first 5 months as he has joined after 5 months. So very clearly he was present only for the last 7 months. That is nothing but 12 months minus 5, which is 7 months. So Abhay's investment of 9,000 was present for 7 months. So this will give us the ratio of profits between Meena and Abhay. So by simplifying this, we get 3 into 3, 3 into 4, and again 3 ones and 3 fours. So this ratio can be taken as 4 into 4, 16 by 7. So very clearly the profit of Meena is to profit of Abhay is in the ratio 16 is to 7. And we are supposed to find out the share of Meena. So as already discussed, from ratios we can say that profit of Meena will be 16 parts out of the total 16 plus 7. That is nothing but 23 parts. 16 plus 7, 23 parts. Multiplied by the total profit of 4,416. So this comes out to be 16 out of 23 into 4416. And by simplifying this, we get the answer as 3072. So we can say that the profit of Meena out of 4,416 should be 3,072 rupees. So friends, this is how we can solve the questions from partnership, simply by finding out the ratio of profits to be shared between the two persons and then finding out the individual profits. Let us now take the second model from partnership, where we are supposed to find out the difference between the share of profits of the two partners. The question here is, Pankaj and Nitin started a business by investing rupees 42,000 and 57,000 respectively. So that means investment of Pankaj was 42,000 and investment of Nitin is 57,000. But Nitin left the business after 8 months. So both of them together started the business, but Nitin has left the business after 8 months. Find the difference between the share of profits of Pankaj and Nitin if the total profit at the end of the year was 26,000. So very clearly the total profit is 26,000 and we are supposed to find out the difference between the profits of Pankaj and Nitin. To solve this question, we first need to find out the ratio in which the profits is shared by Pankaj and Nitin. And that can be done as discussed earlier. That is, profit of Pankaj is to profit of Nitin should be equal to investment of Pankaj, that is nothing but 42,000 into time of Pankaj's investment. Very clearly, Pankaj started the business and at no point it is mentioned about Pankaj leaving the business. So we can say that Pankaj was present for the total period, which is nothing but 1 year. So we can say Pankaj was there in the business for 12 months. Is to investment made by Nitin, which is 57,000, and since Nitin has left the business after 8 months, we can say that he was present only for the first 8 months. So time of Nitin's investment should be taken as 8 months. So by simplifying this, we get the ratio as 42 into 12 is to 57 into 8. That is nothing but 4 into 2 and 4 into 3. And this is 3 into 19 times. And this is 21 times. So very clearly, the ratio is 21 is to 19. So profit of Pankaj is to profit of Nitin will be equal to 21 is to 19. To find out the difference between the share of profits of Pankaj and Nitin, we need not calculate their individual profits. Instead, we can directly get the answer by taking the difference from the ratio. As we can see here, the ratio in which Pankaj and Nitin share the profit is 21 is to 19. That means, if the total profit is divided into 21 plus 19, 40 parts. So if we divide the total profit into 40 parts, out of those 40 parts, 21 parts will belong to Pankaj and remaining 19 parts will belong to Nitin. So as you can see, the difference between their profits is 2 parts, as 21 parts go to Pankaj and 19 parts go to Nitin. So we can say that the difference will be equal to 2 parts out of total 21 plus 19, 40 parts. And this when multiplied by the total profit of 26,000 will give us the actual difference. So by simplifying this, we get the answer as 1300 rupees. So we can say that the difference of profits between Pankaj and Nitin will be equal to 1300. So understand that whenever we are supposed to find out the difference, we need not calculate the individual profits. Instead of that, we can simply take the difference between the number of parts shared by them divided by total number of parts into the total profit. Let us now take another model from partnership where 3 partners are involved in the business. The question here is, Sarita started a business investing rupees 50,000. After 6 months, Abhishek joined her with rupees 75,000. After another 6 months, Nisha also joined them with rupees 1.25 lakh. So what should be the ratio in which the profits are shared by the 3 persons respectively at the end of 2 years? So the total time period here is 2 years. Now as we can see in this question, we have got 3 persons, Sarita, Abhishek and Nisha, and their investments are 50,000, 75,000 and 1.25 lakhs respectively. And we are supposed to find out the ratio in which they share the profits among themselves. As discussed earlier, the profits of Sarita is to Abhishek is to Nisha will be in the ratio of the products of their investment and time of investment. Now from the given question, Sarita started the business with 50,000. So we can say that investment made by Sarita is 50,000 and she was there in the business for the total period. That is nothing but 2 years. So we can say that Sarita was present for 24 months. This is to the investment made by Abhishek is 75,000. So 75,000 is the investment and Abhishek joined Sarita after 6 months. That is from the total period of 2 years, Abhishek was not present for the first 6 months, which means he was present only for 18 months. So his investment was there for 18 months is to, the third person here is Nisha. We very well know that Nisha joined with rupees 1.25 lakh. That is nothing but 1,25,000. But she had joined after another 6 months. Understand the word another plays a very important role here. We know that already Abhishek had joined 6 months late. And then after Abhishek joins the business, Nisha joined after another 6 months. So very clearly, Nisha was not present for the first 12 months in the business, as Abhishek had already joined 6 months late, and then after 6 months again, Nisha joined. So the total period here is 6 plus 6, where Nisha was not available. That means she was available only for the last 12 months, as the total period is 2 years. So we can say that Nisha was present only for the last 12 months. and this will give us the ratio in which they should share the profits. So by simplifying this, we can say that this is 25,000 into 2, 25,000 into 3, and 25,000 into 5. And this is 6 into 2, 6 into 3, and 6 into 4. So the ratio should be 2 into 4, 8, is to 3 into 3, 9, is to 5 into 2, 10. So we can say that the ratio in which the three persons, Sarita, Abhishek, and Nisha, should share the profits should be 8 is to 9 is to 10. The only important point which you need to understand here is whenever the word another is mentioned in the question, we need to take the overall time gap, that is the gap which was maintained by the first person plus the gap which was maintained by the third person. Let us now take the fourth model from partnership, where a particular partner invests an additional amount after some time. Let us look at the question first. Subhash started a business by investing rupees 25,000. 6 months later, Aditya joins him by investing rupees 15,000. After another 6 months, Aditya invests an additional amount of rupees 15,000. So at the end of the 3 years, they earn a total profit of 2,47,000. What is Aditya's share in the profit? So as we can see here, we have got only two partners, Subhash and Aditya. Subhash started the business investing 25,000. After 6 months, Aditya joins by investing 15,000. But again, after another 6 months, Aditya invests an additional amount of rupees 15,000. And from this, we are supposed to find out the ratio of these two partners and get the share of Aditya from the total profit. Now again, the concept behind solving the question remains same. That is nothing but the profit of a person depends on his investment into the time of investment. So the ratio here can be taken as profit of Subhash is to profit of Aditya will be equal to investment of Subhash, that is 25,000, into the time period for Subhash investment is the total 3 years, because Subhash started the business and at no point he has left the business. So very clearly he was present for all the 3 years, which is nothing but 36 months. So this is the total investment into time for Subhash. And when it comes to Aditya, as we can see here, he has joined 6 months later. That means he was not present for the first 6 months. And he invested rupees 15,000. So this investment of 15,000 was there in the business for the remaining 30 months, as he was not present for the first 6 months. So we can say that 15,000 was the investment of Aditya for 30 months. But apart from this, Aditya has also invested an additional amount of 15,000 after another 6 months. That means this investment of 15,000 was present for 30 months, plus there was an additional investment of 15,000 which was present only for 24 months, because this second 15,000 was invested after another 6 months. And as we have already discussed in the previous question, whenever the word another is given to us, we need to consider the total gap between the first period and the second period. So already he was late by 6 months, and after another 6 months, that is total of 12 months, he was not present. And then he invests 15,000 additional. So we can say that this 15,000 was there in the business only for the next 24 months. So this is how we can get the ratio in which Subhash and Aditya should share the profit. There is one more way in which we can get the ratio between Subhash and Aditya, and that can be done as follows. The other way of finding out the ratio is, when it comes to Subhash, the investment and time of investment remains the same, that is 25,000 into 36 months. Now, for Aditya, we know that he was late by 6 months and his investment was 15,000. That means from 7th month to the 12th month, the investment of Aditya was 15,000 only. So for these 6 months, we can say that his investment was 15,000. So 15,000 into 6 is the investment of Aditya for the first 6 months. And after that, he has invested an additional amount of 15,000. Understand friends that already he had an investment of 15,000 and after 6 months, he has invested another 15,000. So the total investment after these 6 months for Aditya will become 30,000. So we can say that his investment after this will be 15,000 plus another 15,000, and this total investment of 30,000 was present for the remaining 24 months. So this into 24 will give us the total investment of Aditya. So either we can take the ratio in the first method or in the second method. In both the cases, the ratio remains the same. So by simplifying this, we can say that the investment of Subhash is to Aditya should be equal to, by taking 5,000 common, we get 5,000 into 3 and 5,000 into 3. And by taking 6 common, we get 4, 5 and 6. So the answer here can be taken as 5 into 6, that is 30 is to 3 into 5, 15 plus 3 into 4, 12. So that is nothing but 30 is to 27 or 10 is to 9. Even in the second case, the ratio will be 10 is to 9. And we are supposed to find out Aditya's share. As we can see here, the share of Subhash is to Aditya is 10 is to 9. That means out of total 19 parts, Aditya will get 9 parts. So we can say Aditya's profit will be equal to 9 out of 19 multiplied by the total profit, that is 2,47,000. And by simplifying this, we can say that 19 into 13 will be 247 and 9 into 13 should be 117. So the profit of Aditya should be 1,17,000. So friends, these are the various types of questions that we can get from partnership. And as you have observed, in all these cases, the concept remains same. That is, the profit or loss of a partner should be proportional to the product of his investment and the time of investment. That's all from partnership. See you in the next session. Thank you.